Morning guys, welcome to my channel Rider Nata Moto Diaries, and today is day 3. Yesterday night we reached somewhere around 11:30. Staying here. This place is called as Chandawal. Some 700 kilometers far from Amritsar. So again, yesterday we drove around some 450 kilometers. Our target was to drive for 500 kilometers, but we were too exhausted thanks to the 45 degrees Celsius temperature. And today again we are aiming for another 500 kilometers. If possible, we will overshoot it, or else we'll stop once we do 500 kilometers. So the destination is not fixed. The place is this. I hope you cannot see that board here. Yeah, that's it. So now it's okay. Yeah, so let's catch up in the ride.
Day 3. Though we went to bed after 1 a.m. last night, we were up by 7 a.m. today. We quickly had some tea and biscuits. Shortly we were on our machines. One lady, out of curiosity, came to us and asked about the ride, and she first took photographs of us using our mobile phone, then from her mobile phone. We all were happy that we were leaving on time today, but a little sad about the temperature we will have to face in some time, as we were to ride through Rajasthan today as well. Within few kilometers into the ride, one of the members missed a left turn and went ahead, so rest of them had to wait for him at that turn. After informing him to come back, it took around 20 minutes to return. Till then we stood there, so we took the turn and went ahead. The Google Maps was on the bike mode, so it took through all kinds of road, small or big. In no time we were all covered in dust and sand. Also there are many turns at a very short distance. The route was running through typical Rajasthani village with deserts on both sides. Then we halted for a fuel break. During this time I removed my hip pouch, which had all the money and the kitty which all contributed for the ride, and kept it on top of my saddlebag. After 20 minutes into the ride, I found my hip pouch is not on my hip. There was a sudden panic. Saw the pouch just laying on the saddlebag without any support. Thank God it didn't fall anywhere on the way. Temperature started rising and it was very close to 50 degrees. It was really unbearable, and the worst part of it was one could not find a shade or at least a tree where we could stop for some time. Water was super hot which we were carrying. We could feel the dehydration, as if every meter we were covering was like a kilometer. The ambient temperature of the engine on the meter was showing 58 to 60 degree, and the air after touching the engine was hitting our legs, and that was too hot to handle. I don't know the amount of water and juices we drank today. Saw a small shop, we halted there for an hour. Even at this heat, found a stone quarry. so took my bike inside for some photos. By seeing us taking photo, one of the person came to us and started telling that we don't operate it now, it is closed. We said we are not from government, we are only a tourist, so he went away. After some photos and videos, we left.
Right now we are in middle of a desert somewhere in Rajasthan. The temperature is approximately above 44-45 degree. This location was looking very good. That's the reason I have stopped for a small video. So let me take you to the other side of this road. You can find these kind of typical trees throughout the road. Definitely they have to survive on less water. I think coming now. See these trees, they are still green. I don't think so they would be getting much water. Let's have a closer look.
Again, the same person who went ahead in the morning, even this time he went again, took a wrong way, so we had to wait for him to come back. Then we continued to a decent hotel and halted for lunch. The food was good. We sat there for good 2 hours. It was time to leave again. After some time, we found a tree under whose shade we could stand for some time. Moving ahead, one among the group took some other route, saying this will be the shortest, but that was not. It consumed 1.5 hours more than the normal route. As we ventured into some village, it was so interior village that the people were surprised to see bikers there. Even some started to inquire us that why did we come here, and that inquiry was not like a normal person asking question to a biker. Those were the questions which would be asked on suspicion. The best part of this place was that deers were grazing like goats. At one point we suddenly stopped our bikes as herds of deers were crossing the road, and some of the deers after seeing us started to jump and run. Such view was only seen on Discovery channels. It was getting dark. We took a small tea break and continued our ride. and once it turned dark, it would be a bit risky to ride as we all had a lot of near miss from the oncoming vehicles. After a while, we stopped, and for the first time, we searched for hotel online as there were none visible. The decent one was available miles ahead. In the process, we all covered 80 kilometers, but the hotel which we searched was more than 18 kilometers ahead. But suddenly, we saw a hotel with the same name, went there and asked. They said even the one which is 18 kilometers ahead is their own branch, and this one was opened only a couple of months before. Time was 12:30 a.m. Owner was a very nice guy and friendly. We ordered our food, which was too good, followed by a Punjabi style lassi. Upon hearing us talking about the temperature, he said, "Sir, yesterday the temperature was 55 degrees Celsius. By now it was 2:30 a.m. We were behind today's schedule, but we didn't think we could cover it. But we did it. In the last few hours in the night, we covered a lot and did a 460 kilometer overall for the day."